In this continuation, resulting to faking his passing, Arthur Minister, Jason Statham has been living prudently in Rio de Janeiro as Mr. Santos. One day during lunch, he is pushed toward by a cryptic woman, Yaing Rathafangam. She communicates that her administrator needs for Minister to rise up out of retirement to kill 3 targets and stage them as setbacks. The woman moreover conveyed a social occasion of expert assassins with her. Minister snaps a photograph of her on his phone as she pursues a gun. He pushes the table against her as various agreement executioners approach him. Cleric fights all of them preceding running onto a trolley. The woman seeks after him and almost gets him until he makes his break by bobbing on the back of a hang lightweight plane. Serve retreats to an area in Thailand to safe house with help of his sidekick named Michelle Yeoh. Looks at the woman and learns her chief is Raya Crane, Sam Hazeldine, a past treasure. Long-lasting friend of Minister's. By the shore, Minister sees a magnificent woman, Gina, Jessica Alba. Later around nighttime, on the ocean, Minister sees a boat and hears Gina appearing to be like she's being pursued. Minister rushes toward the boat and kills the assailant before returning Gina to the shore for prosperity. Minister later watches a video of Gina showing kids in Cambodia. Right when she stirs, Gina figures out that a friend of hers was taken by Crane, and he did whatever it takes to hurt the children if she didn't do what he wanted. Cleric keeps Gina close and takes her by a bar where May works. This brings the two of them closer as they bond, oblivious that Crane's men are watching them. Finally, Crane's men corner Priest and Gina close to the sea. While Cleric fights the agreement executioners, Gina is taken. Cleric has had the chance to meet with Crane after a long non-appearance. Crane dislikes Diocesan after he felt that Pastor abandoned him when Crane required him. Crane orders Minister to kill the 3 targets, or presumably Gina will die. Diocesan reluctantly agrees. The essential goal is a warlord named Krill Femi Alafauju Jr., who is being kept gotten in a Malaysian prison. Diocesan goes to Malaysia and sets himself caught up to get in a comparative design as Krill. While inside, Pastor stops a man who was by then expecting to kill Krill. A short time later, Priest meets with Krill inside his little lodge by the prison yard. As Krill inspects his game plan to control Africa once he gets away from prison, Pastor shocks him and gags him with a wooden bar by crushing it against a bar on the window. He sets up the setback by having Krill track down a seat at his table to appear as though he was in a solicitation. The Guardians are made mindful of the episode and witness clergymen on the observation cameras. Diocesan makes a bomb that penetrates the prison walls. He walks around and bobs into the ocean to move away. Serve is reached by Crane through his tablet to converse with Gina. She tells him that he simply has a day and a half to kill the accompanying goal or she will be discarded. Crane tells Diocesan that the accompanying goal is a man named Adrian Cook, Toby Eddington, who runs an underage managing ring. Diocesan tracks down Cook's apartment suite and mindfully spreads out up his catch. Cook takes a dunk in his glass pool outside his apartment suite while Minister is trapped to a wire as he scales the construction. He uses a contraption to break the glass in the pool, causing the water to spill out with Cook plunging to his destruction. Once more Pastor makes a perfect departure. Somehow, time has lapsed for Diocesan, and he is constrained to kill the last goal quickly. The man is Max Adams Tommy Lee Jones, an extremely rich individual who has a ton of submarines. Adams finds Priest holding on for him in his safe-guarded room, but as opposed to killing him, the two of them get along and decide to collaborate. Diocesan has Adams fake his end by detonating his stuff and let Crane in on that the undertaking is done. They put together a get-together so Crane can give Gina back. Anyway, Crane is needing to have Cleric killed. Serve keeps it together for Crane's men as they get off land and scramble toward kill him. He shoots them for the most part dead preceding rushing toward Crane's boat. He shoots, cuts, and detonates more agreement executioners before getting to Crane. He finds Gina, and they find that Crane has the boat controlled to explode. Serve puts her in a chamber to let her take off while he finishes Crane. The two of them conflict and fight as time is running out. Crane pulls Diocesan down with the anchor chain, yet Priest sorts out some way to pull it off and protect Crane with the chains. Cleric requires off minutes before the boat explodes, killing Crane. Gina reappears in the chamber and sees the annihilated boat. She is shielded and treated by paramedics, and she understands there were no survivors. Gina returns to Cambodia to educate. She creates a letter to May to tell her she is safeguarded and making every moment count. Gina is then stunned when Diocesan shows up. They embrace. The last scene shows Adams reviewing security film. He sees that Priest found a chamber to slip into before the boat exploded. He got out once that piece of the boat was recovered. Adams laughs and eradicates the evidence.